Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new video. So last time we've talked about machine learning, what machine learning is, and how machine learning is all about imitating the human brain. You could rightfully ask yourself, okay, machine learning is good, but does it have any real life application, like meaningful application so we start using it? So if it doesn't have impact in humans' life, in day-to-day life. So it's pretty much useless. It's just another innovation that is going to go anywhere. But let me tell you, the reason why machine learning has been so high over the past 10 years is because of its application in various domains of life. So yeah. Applications are almost of machine learning kind of almost being applied everywhere. I can list a few: product recommendation, online fraud detection, stock market trading, medical diagnosis, and automatic language translation. But for this video, I will just list a few, I'll just get into a few application of machine learning that I think you guys should know because of how powerful machine learning can be in those particular fields. Let's start with healthcare. We mentioned earlier medical diagnosis, and machine learning can help analyze medical images to assist diagnosing diseases like cancer. And you know how diagnosing cancer at an early stage can be crucial for anybody's um, health. Because cancer is not the type of disease that you wait for until it gets to stage 4 before going to the hospital. Stage 4, you're probably going to die soon. Uh, you know, and sometimes a regular scanner, sometimes they use some very advanced features and they're pretty expensive. So hospitals can do not use those regular scanner because of the because of how expensive they are. And sometimes like a regular person cannot even afford buying a scanner for their own body to determine if things are going well or not. This is where machine learning comes into play. What if we had like millions of users' data of people who were willing to give them the result of the scanner if I mean regardless of if they had cancer or not, and then we can feed those million data into the machine learning model. So it start predicting, we can just start using that type of machine learning, whatever model we've created using machine learning to detect to kind of scans like a new user's body parts. Maybe it's breast, maybe it's your stomach, maybe it's your, I don't know, your belly, whatever part of your body you want to scan. Instead of using expensive scanning, we can definitely use machine learning technique to detect and diagnose your body if everything is well or if we need to take actions based on that. That's one application of machine learning in healthcare. Not only it does that pretty well when we do it the right way, but it also reduces costs in hospitals. So you can see many hospitals today are implementing machine learning models because of its power and because of how accessible those are to users and to doctors in hospital. And I have to tell you, machine learning is all about prediction. It's all about predicting the future. And hence, in this use case of healthcare, it's all about predicting if somebody is having a cancer or not without, burning your pocket, without just spending like a huge amount of money just for that, but by using machine learning method. I started with that because I personally worked with medical data sometimes in my career for a little bit, and I can tell you how powerful they are once we spend time by in creating, once we have enough data and once we spend time and create some pretty good model. Another application is in finance. You would see on Wall Street analysts are using some sort of like predictions to determine the state of the state of the stock market. They often predict if the stock market is going to go up, if the stock market is going to go down, if we are going to experience a sort of recession period. They are using machine learning algorithm for that. They're just using trends from past data. They have so much data that they are able to predict what the future is. Again, domain knowledge comes into play here because Data without domain knowledge is useless as well. But domain knowledge without data is also useless. They're using so much data, like past data, and they're using their domain expertise, and then they're creating machine learning algorithm to kind of create those sort of like trends, and they would determine, okay, let's say today is 2026, March 2026. What will be the state of the job market in 2020, in March 2020, in maybe like April 2026? They kind of use those type of machine learning techniques. And then based on the health of the job market at that particular moment, they would tell the investors if it's a good time to invest or if it's not a good time to invest. This is all about machine learning. And again, it's all about prediction, predicting the future. And this is how those analysts on Wall Street are using it, and they are doing a pretty good job. Because the way they predicted the stock market, although the stock market is pretty hard to predict, they always kind of like get really close to like the actual situation of of the stock market. So it's all about machine learning. You can see how they're using it. Another application of machine learning is in image recognition. I took an example of a dog breed because I'm not a dog person, but my roommate, for instance, has a German Shepherd. And I technically don't know what a German Shepherd looks like, but I've seen a few. But I've seen a few German Shepherd. But so maybe if I go for a walk now and I like see a German Shepherd, I think I'll be able to identify it's a German Shepherd just based on the features the common features with that dog and the old German Shepherd that I've seen in the past, and it's all about image recognition. Here, the data does not need to like have like take a photo of every single dog that they see online. We can just like give the model like a few example of different dog breeds, and then the model next time will just be able to detect, when they have like a new dog, when they have like a photo of a new dog, they will be able to detect the breed of that dog just based on what they already know. For instance, let's say we have a machine learning model, and for that model we feed like 500 type of German Shepherd breeds. Maybe all those German Shepherd were aged from 1 to 5. And then let's say now in the future we send a photo of a new German Shepherd to the model, and then that German Shepherd is kind of a lot older than whatever data it was trained on. Maybe it's like a 15-year-old German Shepherd. Do you think the model is not going to detect if it's a German Shepherd or not? It is, because although German Shepherd, that new German Shepherd is old, it is sharing the same features that an actual German Shepherd also does have. So the model is just going to look at, okay, what are the features of this dog? What does it look like? The eyes, the ear and all that. And it's probably going to predict the right way. And that's how machine learning is helpful in image recognition. And again, it's all about prediction. And then natural language processing is something we'll talk about in the future, but just imagine you're up in a restaurant and you have like a program, or you have like a program that tells you when a user is giving you like a high rating, and then the reason why they're giving you that high rating. And whenever a user is not satisfied and is giving you a low rating, and the reasoning why users are giving you those low rating. What if you have is like a platform that would tell you, okay, hey, majority of users are giving a low rating, maybe because of the quality of your food, maybe because your restaurant is not clean enough, maybe because your food costs too much for them. What if you have this like very few insight in like a few seconds? That is a game changer for any restaurant owner. They could just be using those insight and then improving the service that they offer to the customers just based on that. And it's all about machine learning. Machine learning, we kind of feed machine learning into all those users' feedback. So we kind of just learn from it and create the patterns and just like detect what is what you should know about your restaurant. Why is the main reason people are kind of giving you that low review? And it's It's all based on machine learning techniques. And again, this is called natural language processing. It's another use case of machine learning that is very powerful. All restaurant owners are using machine learning techniques today because customer service is everything. The competition in restaurant is insane. So it's either satisfy or they go to the next place. So unless you have something like that, they're never going to come back if they're not satisfied. And last but not least, I ended up with recommender system, which is probably one of my favorite applications of machine learning. Someone like me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are watching movies or TV shows on Netflix, and you will probably find a time where, you're watching this TV show and then Netflix is kind of like, did you like this? You can like this new TV show, you know, recommended for you. You can like this new movie. You probably will like this new movie. Do you know how Netflix recommends you those TV show? It's not by pure hazard or by pure luck. It's just because when you're just watching a TV show, they are analyzing a pattern about you. They're analyzing something that is like common about you or common about a TV show that you usually watch. And then Netflix is just using those patterns and then kind of using their recommendation algorithm, which is a machine learning algorithm at all, and recommending you similar TV show, similar movies just based on your past viewings, just based on your past style. So someone like me who love scary horror movies or TV show, I get recommendation from Netflix a lot. Like every time there's a new horror movie or TV show, Netflix recommends that to me. Not because it's by random, it's random or not, because it knows I love that. So the models have done such a good job at learning a user's behavior and a user's pattern, so it does know how to create those recommendation algorithm for every user. And it's very personalized. This is what I love about this. You know, what Netflix recommends me is different from what Netflix recommends you, which is the power of machine learning because those recommendation systems are all about machine learning. Yeah, again, that's everything for today. Thank you for being here. Those are a few of thousands of applications of machine learning, and I hope you can know why machine learning has been widely used over the past 10 years, and it's all because of its long and great application. So thank you very much for watching the video. See you soon.